So then, day 11 of the Orlando road trip, and we're heading over to Aquatica for the second time on this trip. And of course, this is just before the day we head home. Well, days before we have to head back to the UK and get used to being back in the UK weather. But however, it's been a blast over in Orlando. The weather has been very kind, despite Hurricane Helen, but obviously it's not made us Helene, sorry, but it hasn't ruined our holiday so far. We've still had a lot of fun here in Orlando, and here we go. We're on our way out of the complex. So as you know, it's a lovely, lovely sunny day today. A perfect weather for a water park. And so we're going to get on the rides. Also, I'm going to take the GoPro onto the majority of the rides at the Aquatica theme water park. Now, as you know, Aquatica is the water park at the SeaWorld complex, which opened in 2008. And I have to admit, it is one of my favourite water parks here in Orlando. Now, with Volcano Bay, for example, we only tend to go there once because obviously we get all the rides done in one day, whereas Aquatica, it is closer and is on a big scale. But as you say, I do like Volcano Bay because I like the tapu tapu and all the play elements, and even listening to the wave pool and doing the clap to the music. Over at Aquatica, it's very well tropical themed. So what we're going to do, we're going to head onto the I-4 and I will see you at the Aquatica entrance. Okay, we're just now exiting for SeaWorld, and as you can see, Cape Can. Oh, because obviously it's meant to say Cape Canaveral, but obviously due to the sign, peeled off during Hurricane Helene. So anyway, here's the SeaWorld sign, just right there. So we're now arriving at the area for SeaWorld, and so continuation goes on to Turkey Lake Road, and of course for the Palm Parkway, that's to the left of me. And as you can tell, going round the bend. So here we are at the traffic lights. So here we are arriving back at the SeaWorld complex. We were here yesterday for the main SeaWorld park, which is to the left of me, but we're going straight onwards towards the Aquatica theme park, water park. So we're just heading for the Aquatica water park today. And of course, got the sign there for the Orange County Convention Centre. And so here we are, just waiting at the traffic lights. So here we are at the traffic lights, now on our way to the SeaWorld, Aquatica. So anyway, here's CVS Pharmacy. There's a CVS here on the SeaWorld corridor, and then you've got the sign for the SeaWorld buses and taxis, and there's a school bus just going by, kids off to school, and there's the SeaWorld facade with the smoke effects coming out. So the SeaWorld park is to the left of me. That's where we were yesterday. Straight ahead goes towards the Discovery Cove and the Aquatica theme park, water park. I don't know why I'm saying theme park. I must be mad saying theme park. Anyway, here's a sign here for Discovery Cove, and obviously we don't tend to do the Discovery Cove because obviously it is lush. There's no queues or crowds there. It's just a family place. And it's just like swimming with dolphins, but obviously we come here for the world's class major attractions. But obviously people can visit the Discovery Cove at night. So this is the Discovery Cove with the lovely waterfall. It's like a tropical version of a water park. And so anyway, you got Wawa and our Walgreens, and that facade looks very nice on the front. And obviously there's another CVS pharmacy right here. So here we are, just waiting for traffic clearance. There's a bendy bus there working a number 8. That's going towards downtown Orlando. It's a bendy bus, and wow, it's going to be a fabulous time here at the Aquatica theme park, at the water park. And obviously there are some good highlights which I'll show you when we go on some of the water rides. Of course, you can see places for miles. Flatbridge just gone past, and there's a truck, Mac. Thinking of Mac, named of that HGV lorry in that Disney Pixar Cars movie. For those people who used to love watching Cars, like I used to love watching that movie, I still love it because obviously I like the songs they're playing it. And there's a 269 Leyland Lynx, well, unless it's operated by Lynx, I don't know. And so we're just waiting for clearance. So what could you see from the Aquatica theme park at water park? Well, you can see the Orange County Convention Centre, because obviously it's next to the because it's obviously next to the water park. And of course most of International Drive, and if you look in that direction over there, you would also see Orlando International Airport, where the air traffic control tower is, which unfortunately that's where we'll be, and none of us want to be there on Thursday, sadly. But holidays don't last forever. We all have to come home to then think of planning when we come here next. Anyway, there's the Mako attraction, which we went on yesterday. Oh, that was great airtime yesterday. I was like jumping out my seat. The airtime was brilliant. I really love Mako. It's one of the best popular rides here at the park. Gosh, that's just similar, a little bit like the big one at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. So here we are, just now arriving at the Aquatica water park, which is right here. And can't you believe that this park has grown over the last few years since we've last been to Orlando? Because when it first opened, there was only a few amount of rides and attractions, but then they started bringing in more attractions like body slides, and even putting more tube rides as well to enhance the experience. And they even rethemed the dolphin plunge to the reef plunge. Obviously I'm not a massive fan of those type of slides, all those body slides, but we're going to go on the majority of the rides at the park. And also got a bit of a classic, we got the Walkabout Waters, which is the interactive play place. Even though it's the younger guest, but obviously I'm actually a massive fan of those, like with the tipping bucket. But sadly, one of the tipping buckets is not working, so we're going to make the most of it with the main bucket. And I'm pretty sure, possibly when we come here next, it will probably be back in operation. And apparently a lot of the play elements were also not working either, so I'm hopefully that most of the play elements will be back in operation today. But we'll see. Well, the last time we were here, there was a couple of rides were down. The Aquatica was down, and even the Lazy River #1 Loggerhead Lane was down. But hopefully, Loggerhead Lane and Aquatica will be back in operation today. As you can see, here's some of the water rides. Well, they're not on at the moment because obviously we are early, because the park opens 10:30, does it?
2 more minutes, Joe.
Yeah, so it'll be opening in 2 more minutes, because obviously everyone will be setting up the park. They'll be just opening up, getting everything all turned on, and because it's going to be exciting when the park does open, and everyone will be rushing to all the all the major rides. And if you can look at that ride, the Ray Rush, that is a brilliant attraction. That used to be the Hooroo Run. If you remember the Hooroo Run, they actually changed it to Ray Rush, and that is a fantastic attraction. And look at that big watery wall up there. It's a bit like a sidewinder. They've got one of those at the Island H2O Water Park down in Kissimmee. But obviously we haven't managed to get to that park. But I have to say, that is a brilliant attraction, that is. And there is actually a sidewinder over at the Coco Key, which is the water resort on International Drive. And there's also one of those at the Sandcastle Water Park in Blackpool, back in the UK. And sharing some good reviews on these water rides. Even going to go on Tassie Twisters, which is now an enclosed bowl slide, because it used to be an open air one, but they've actually changed it now. So they've... Oh, the Walkabout Waters bucket's on. That started to tip. So it's great to see that the bucket, the big bucket, is in operation when you hear the bell. And wow, looking forward to getting myself soaked in a bucket. Also going to go on the Rowers Rapids, where you have to wear the life jackets, the life vests. So I'm looking forward to doing that. They've actually got some of those at Volcano Bay as well, because there's two lazy rivers at the Volcano Bay. But we're going to go on Rowers Rapids and have some fun on the rapids. Going to go on Ray Rush. Going to go on the going on the Walhalla Wave. Not to be confused with Valhalla at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. And yes, the other bucket is still out of operation, unfortunately. But hopefully one of the play elements that were down the other day we came will be in operation. Oh, they're firing up the Ray Rush. That's starting up. So what I'll do, I'll just see you once we've parked up. Okay, we've just gone through the entrance gates, and we're just now going to the parking lot at the Aquatica. Now, as you probably know, there are still a few areas that have closed. The Aquatica is still out of action, along with the Loggerhead Lane, but the Rowers Rapids will be operating as normal. So obviously we'll make the most of it, and I will take you on the rapids with the GoPro. I wouldn't be able to take you on the ride until I probably get like a proper type of attachment to myself, but obviously I will share the reviews on what it's like being on the rides themselves. So then here we are. We are now we have just arrived at Aquatica. As you see, I've got GoPro with me, so I'm going to take the GoPro on the Rowers Rapids, and it's going to be a fantastic day here. The lovely day today, very bright sunny day. Sadly about the Loggerhead Lane and the Aquatica not being available today, but hopefully next time we come here to Aquatica everything will probably be back to normal. Possibly, hopefully, the play elements in the Walkabout Waters will be working, except one of the buckets is not working, but we're going to do the majority of the rides that are in operation. Here we are now at the Aquatica theme park. Waterfalls are on, very nice tropical waterfalls, but just you wait when we get into the main park itself. Anyway, we are now in Aquatica. Another waterfall right there, all the lovely creatures on. And here is the Loggerhead Lane, which is still not working, but the waterfall's still on as normal. And there's the reef plunge people. This is definitely a SeaWorld themed water park. And here's a sign here, Commerson's Dolphin Habitat. So here we go, we're now going to go along. Here we are, very well friendly people here. Bit of water going steaming up. There's the reef plunge up there. Shame about the Amoka Rocker and the Loggerhead Lane not working today. Again. There's a Kiwi market down there. Bit of body slides down there. So I'm just going to go down these steps here. That's going to take us down to the lower level. That's the park. And so here's the Waterstone Grill. I can't believe there's a Waterstones here at the park. Bit of music going on in here as well. Thomason's Dolphin Habitat. And nice spray here, Habitat. This is truly, definitely a lovely park. And there's the park map on the board. TV market. So we're heading over, I think we're going to head over to Walkabout Waters area. Self-service lockers for those people who don't want to have their bags about, but obviously we don't tend to do bags here at Aquatica. And so there's the and there's the washrooms. Ice cold beverages right here. Hey, Joe's Bus Trampoline Lift Adventures on YouTube. And anyway, Dippin' Dots ice cream.
A 700-foot-long river adventure.
Bit of good old commentary, and there's all the drinks that you get, like Sprite. You also get Sprite back in the UK. And here's the Rowers Rapids right here, which we're going to go on any moment. And if you look up there, there's the lovely sea horses, like those, like, perfect well themed here at Aquatica. So we're just going to head over to our sunbed. So here's the Walkabout Waters place here. There's the tipping bucket, and you've got all the kids' slides. However, most of us guests, they do tend to go to see that big bucket there. Got a mushroom water feature, toadstool feature, and I'm just going to head along. So here we are. Okay then guys, here we go. We are departing from the Aquatica theme water park, and we're on our way towards the McDonald's by the Orange County Convention Centre. And wow, what a fantastic time it's been at Aquatica. It's a pity shame that some of the play elements are still out of action on the Walkabout Waters, but hopefully, fingers crossed, they will be back in operation when we come here next. And so here we go. We're on our way now to the Orange County Convention Centre, the McDonald's. And look at these lovely pylons up there. Obviously, this is our last visit to the Aquatica resort area. Being in the water. So this is our last visit to the Aquatica resort area for this trip. Because tomorrow, all being well with the weather, we should be going to Universal, and then Wednesday is a wind down day, and Thursday, day 15, the journey home. But we've had a fantastic time over here in Orlando. So far, coming to the last remaining few days before we have to go back to reality, and then I'll be resuming back to the YouTube favourites when I'm back in the UK. Yes, I'll be back on the buses once I'm back. So that's the security, I think that's the security, that's the Ambassador Hut there. And that's the pump house that powers all the water features, slides. And then there's a shuttle bus for the Discovery Cove, a taxi, got the American Uber, SeaWorld Ubers. So here's the Carry Curl, or the KK Curl, whatever that's referred to as. That was really nice, that ride was. I really enjoyed that. Gonna be on that again real soon. So anyway, here are some exit signs. So you got left to the Central Florida Parkway and right to the International Drive. And here's the journey to Atlantis, so we're going to do a right towards the Orange County Convention Centre. So here we are. Here's where the Orange County Convention Centre is, and here's the Rosen Inn Hotel. Rosen Centre. So close to the Orange County Convention Centre, and there's the structure at the Icon Park with the wheel as well, the Orlando wheel. So the water playway, there's the Aquatica. It's a shame that we've now left that park now, up until our next trip, whenever that will be, but I don't know when that will be, but I'll keep you up to date from when we go in again. We don't know when that will be, but we are definitely going to be coming here again, without a doubt, with no doubt at all. So anyway, here's the Hilton Hotel just right there. This is the Hilton right here, so this is the Hilton. Hilton right here. So here we are, just waiting at traffic lights before we proceed onto the International Drive. So that is the Beachline Expressway, that's for the toll users, and that is unfortunately the way to go back to Orlando International Airport, where this car has to go back to, because we'll be back in the English motor when we come back into Manchester on Friday morning, because it's an overnight flight. Turbulence is expected. It is inevitable that there will be a turbulence on the return flight, because we are flying against the Earth, and we're due back into Manchester for 11 o'clock in the morning, depending how the flight process goes. And so we'll be flying the VS74. Obviously you do have VS 76, but obviously we're booked on the 74, but I'll keep you up to date if there's any changes regarding to the flight. But our bet will be on VS 74, so I think we'll be having the new plane, the Airbus A350 aircraft. So here we are, just by the Orange County Convention. Okay then, this is a tour of parts of International Drive. So just right in front of me is the Universal Endless Summer Resort, which includes Surfside and Dockside. And if for those people who watch the Despicable 3 YouTube channel, you should hover over. You can hover over to their channel to watch their video of the hotels. And this here used to be the site of the former Wet n Wild water park, and of course you got the Westgate Plaza right there. Of course in that corner there used to be where Mach 5 was, and that side used to be the parking lot, and what you had to do was cross over the road from the car to the main park, which is over there. And so anyway, we're going down the south of International Drive. North. North. So we're going north of International Drive. So there's the 4 Points Hotel by Sheraton, formerly known as the Howard Johnson, and the Universal. And it's still got that Universal ball on top, which I refer this building as the US Rotunda. Based on the Rotunda in Birmingham, which is by the ball ring. Anyway, here comes an iRide trolley bus. Very nice And anyway, here are one of the little shopping areas. Of course, there's a TJ Maxx in Burlington Coat Factory, the American version of Matalan, and of course TJ Maxx is referred to as TK Maxx in the UK. And of course you've got the 4 Points as well. And there's another set of shops here. There was an Adidas here at one time, but there isn't anymore. So you got a bit of a football player, and so we're just going north of International Drive. So we're going north right now. So here we go. There's actually a hotel with a complex here with a water park, which is down there, called the Orlando Resort. Very nice. For those people who've not been to Orlando before, you can stay at whatever resort suits you most. Obviously, staying at the Sheraton Vistana, it's very well convenient, because obviously you're closer to all the fun. So we're now by the Desertland Action Park, which used to be known as the Festival Bay and the Aquatica Marketplace, and that was where that's where Ron John Surf Shop used to be. So you had Ron John Surf Shop, One for the Road, which was a race, which was like some sort of racing shop, and also as well as that there was Western Sheplers, which was the cowboy shop, and also you got Outdoor World, which I nicknamed the Hunting Shop, which is now known as Bass Pro Shops. And of course there's an outlet marketplace with a Tommy Hilfiger. So we're just going to go straight onwards down this road here to the Orlando International Premium Outlets, which used to be known as the Bells Factory. Belts, if you remembered Belts. It was looking a bit tired and it needed to be updated, so they changed it to Prime Outlets, and then it got renamed to the Premium Outlets, because it's owned by Simon Properties, which also own the Florida Mall. So they own a couple of malls here in the United States. And there's the Desertland over there. That's Desertland. And Theme Park Bazza, he went there. So if you want to watch his channel, hover over. So I'm shouting out to you, Bazza. So here we are, just arriving, just coming towards the Orlando International Premium Outlets, and it's very well presented here. There was a last call clearance outlet, Neiman Marcus, here, which was like a mini version of the Neiman Marcus department store, which is where there's one up the road from here at the Mall at Millenia. But obviously all the outlet stores here are all on one floor, so there are no elevators or escalators. And there is a Saks Fifth Avenue off 5th here, and there's also one back at Lake Buena Vista. But however, that one's got 2 floors, but this one's only on 1. And of course there's a H&M here, and H&M's only on 1 floor. There's also an Old Navy here as well, so you've got an Old Navy here as well. Obviously it's only on 1 floor compared to the branch at the Florida Mall. So we are just now arriving at the Orlando International Premium Outlets. So we are going to park in a designated area because we just need to pick up a few things here, and then we'll head back down International Drive. So here we are. Right then, this is International Drive at night. So there's the 4 Points once again, and next to that is Denny's. There's the Endless Resort, the Universal Endless. Further down's the Wheel of Orlando, and that blue thing lit up is the volcano at Volcano Bay. And it's been at Universal since 2017, so it's had a great journey so far. There's a Red Lobster here as well, the 7-Eleven. Really nice to have a 7-Eleven down here on International Drive. And there's IHOP, International House of Pancakes, and Walgreens is on the right hand side. Walgreens Pharmacy. There's a lot of Walgreens stores across the Orlando area, so if you need anything, always pop to a Walgreens. And so got a Walgreens, and they sell like those Kit Kats, which is rare logo compared to the UK one. There's a KFC here as well. It's a KFC. Gift shop. It's like some sort of US type of pound shop. The Black Angus Steakhouse, and Subway here. That here used to be a Sizzler. Cece's Pizza as well, and another gift shop, another type of Disney Poundland or Disney One Below, and Discount UK just gone past an I-Ride trolley. And there's also another Disney, and there's also a an American Poundland, as we've just gone past, a Bargain Planet. A lot of these stuff do sell Disney products, because obviously this area is well known for Walt Disney, and of course Avanti Palms, not to be confused with the Italian company Avanti West Coast. Here used to be Magical Midway, which is now closed for good. Because obviously they're building a new theme park further away called the Epic Universe, which is part of Universal Entertainment. And there you see the Orlando Wheel nice and lit up. Coming up is the Coco Key Water Resort, and you got Chuck E. Cheese as well. Chuck E. Cheese's for those people who watch Leland, Leanna and London skipping school on Oshikatake mushrooms, skipping school to go to Chuck E. Cheese's, you should check out their channel. They're so funny, but they just do those videos for skits. And here's the McDonald's here, home to the iconic Mac Tonight, and looks really nice. The facade looks amazing. You can see Ronald McDonald welcoming people into the restaurant. Obviously it's amazing. Of course, you got the indoor play area where I used to go to when I was a kid, back in my childhood days. Oh, and there's the Starflyers on. Looks very nice. I've done a Starflyer back in Stourport in the UK. I should be doing more exciting videos again on the channel. And yeah, it's amazing coming here to Orlando. Even if you come here for 5 to 10 days, or even 2 weeks, or maybe 3 weeks, you'll just enjoy more of the fun as you can get here in Orlando. But as I say, there's a good chance that you didn't see and do it all, as Orlando's Mayor Buddy Dyer says. So please come back and visit us again very soon. This is Orlando's Mayor Buddy Dyer. We hope that you enjoyed your Orlando experience. And that's what we'll be hearing, unfortunately, on Thursday, because we'll be going home. Aww. But we've had a fantastic time, and we will be coming again, and I will be doing a few more exciting videos when we're back in the UK, especially. Might think of doing Vlogmas, etc. Might do some new year trips next year, might do some day trips, and even may do some UK trips, but all that will be revealed as soon as possible, but I'll let you know. So we're just by an Orlando bus that is transferring people to different parts of the Orlando area, and really nice. Just waiting for the traffic lights to change, because International Drive, it is a really busy area. This is a very busy place for those people who are staying here. And you can see the wheel on iDrive. Looks very nice. Anyway, we are just heading along to walk down the International Drive. So there's the Slingshot just in front. That used to be, I think that used to be at Magical Midway, and there's a Disney World store there. You've got Tom's Watch Bar. There's a multi-story on it. And just look how amazing Orlando has to offer. It is absolutely one of the most showbiz places I've ever been to here in my life. So there's a Longhorn Steakhouse here. We're actually on our way to one now, but we're not on our way to that one there. We're actually on the way to the one at Lake Buena Vista, which is closer to where we're staying. And so we have stayed here on International Drive in our history. Like we used to stay at the Radisson Bar, Chow Hello, and the Castle themed hotel, which is further down. And here's the Crooked Building, Ripley's Believe It or Not. Bit like the Crooked House, which sadly burnt down back in the UK. Ripley's Believe It or Not. And there's the building here. Well, the tallest structure. So this is Icon Park here, which also includes the Merlin attractions, Madame Tussauds and the Sea Life. So there's the wheel. We've got Shake Shack, the Outback Steakhouse, Buffalo Wild Wings. Wow, there's a lot of food places. If you remembered, Mercado used to be around here as well. Mercado, which was like an outlet shopping village, but sadly closed years back. It's a pirate place here, Pirate Cove Golf. Might do some stuff like that maybe in the future. And of course over there's the Castle Hotel. Used to be known as the Doubletree Castle back in the day when we've been here to Orlando. And obviously there was a crocodile water fountain in the pool as well. And there was the Holly Hobby, a toy shop. If you remember that, back in the day, it had a spinning top. And yes, it was amazing coming here. Just talking about all these different places that we used to see here on iDrive. Of course, there's a TGI Fridays, and we're just coming down towards Point Orlando. There's a Walgreens here as well. There's a Walgreens. Miller's, another Miller's Steakhouse. Yes, quite a lot of places here. And here's the upside down building, the Wonderworks, the dinner show. So it's Wonderworks, nice and lit up at night. And we're just by Point Orlando, the shopping centre. So there's a lot of restaurants and shops here at Point Orlando. Obviously we haven't been to Point Orlando for a while. There's a Regal Cinema, because I think it is chargeable to get into Point Orlando. And there's a CVS pharmacy. And yep, Rosen Hotel here. And also by the Capitol Grill. So you've got the Hyatt Regency Hotel. There's actually one within the Orlando International Airport, where we'll be, unfortunately, on Thursday. It's going to be a bit of an emotional time leaving Orlando, but I'll try and make it fun for you all. I'm sure, without a doubt, I'm going to make it fun for you all, because this is why Joe's Bus Train Plane and Lift Adventures is going to continue even after the holiday, when we'll be going out and about. And so we will be on our way. So the time is now 19:49, the USA time here in Orlando. There's a bus just going past. It's really nice to see these type of buses here in Orlando, and we'll be back on the UK version of the buses next week as well. Be going on the 242 service from Stourbridge to Kinver. So here's the Hyatt Regency Hotel here in Orlando, not the one at Orlando International Airport. This is the one on International Drive, and there's a multi-storey attached to it. And you can see there's a plane up in the sky somewhere. And obviously they have like red lights on when they flash at night, because obviously because that's what it's like at night. So we're now on our way. So just coming up next is the Orange County Convention Center, the US version of the NEC, the National Exhibition Center, which is in Birmingham. Of course, there's a walkway that's attached to it, and just look at the Rosen Center Hotel. Looks really nice and illuminated at night. It's just amazing to see these places all lit up. So who would want to go to Blackpool, where you got here in Orlando lovely weather, whereas in the UK it's miserable? And that's where we'll be, unfortunately, on when we land back into the UK on Friday at Manchester Airport. Oh, it's going to be miserable weather, but we're enjoying this last bit of sun here in Orlando. Walgreens there, another Walgreens, another Denny's, and we're just coming towards the SeaWorld Park. Red Lobster, there's a Red Lobster here, there's a McDonald's here, two of the McDonald's here on International Drive. Well, there's three, there's the third one's up north of International Drive. And just look at Aquatica, it looks amazing lit up at night. Looks very nice. Dies in there. It's dies in. Could see the busy road that leads towards the international airport. Leads towards the international airport that way. That's the way that goes to the airport, Orlando International. And just look at SeaWorld, and this is we're now approaching SeaWorld. We was on that resort today. So you got the Delmonico's Steakhouse, the Italian steakhouse, and the Cheddars. And just look how amazing this place is. Got Travel and Leisure, Doubletree. Got Doubletree there. And just look at the SeaWorld's ride. They look amazing with the lights on at night. And there's the Journey to Atlantis, the water coaster. That's definitely one of my favourite rides at SeaWorld, alongside Kraken and Mako. And just look at the Aquatica rides. Look very nice and illuminated. And the Aquatica. Well, now the Aquatica Park is closed now for the night. Everyone's gone home now for the night, because obviously it's dark now, so parks close at certain times of the day. But it looks very nice. Seeing all these lovely places. Just look at SeaWorld and Kraken, and there's Mako. That'd be great if Mako put a little bit of lighting around the ride. That would look really brilliant, just like the big one at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. That would be amazing. Even other rides here, that would just make it very popular, and a very warm welcome to SeaWorld.